So we are part of the Duality Accelerator, which is a really fantastic accelerator for quantum computing. They have provided you $50,000 in non-dilutive funding plus office space. I'm here. There's a reason why I don't have my background on. It's because this office is so great. Quite literally, I'm here too long. So,
but they're probably happy about that.
Well, not a lot of other people use it, so I'll try and double up my usage.
Now,
So, yeah.
How many teams are there in Duality?
There's 6 teams, so it's a very selective process. It's not. I think in quantum it's very easy to come up with an idea, but it's very hard to execute. So all these teams that have done a great job executing. Huge kudos to SuperTech for recently getting acquired by Cold Quanta. I think they're doing neutral atom quantum computing. So so this is the stage. I think it's a little post pre-seed to seed. Is I think the ideal sweet spot.
Was that the first one for Duality?
We're the first cohort, yes. So
no, but were they the first ones that kind of had a big deal like that?
Yes. Given the fact that we have just this is the first year, yes, and but like to the other teams' credit, like if I recall correctly, Quanta Opticon, which is led by Gabby and Morella. I apologize, I don't remember the last names, but they have partnered with PsiQuantum, I think, sometime in December for their solutions, and Keith is. I'm so sorry. I only know them by their first name. I can't remember their last names off the top of my head. But Keith and his partner Tim Grochon from MSU are working vigorously on Diamond, and Diamond. They've done a great job there as well. Axion Technologies has done with Carol has done a really amazing job, and it's a huge disservice that I'm doing because they're all like PhDs and doctorates, and I'm just an undergrad here, and I should be calling them doctors. But essentially, they're doing really, really amazing job, as well as QuantCAD.
Could you take us through your kind of geographical path? I know you started in Troy, correct?
Yes. Troy is a little town in Michigan. I was born in Tokyo. I grew up in Michigan. Then I attended Stanford. Then I came to Chicago.
That's awesome. Now, could you talk a little bit about Stanford as far as was it software engineering?
So my ideas of approaching education was, given the fact that there was so many people doing computer science at school, I figured I should do something else. Or I knew immediately to cross that off the bucket because it seemed like something that I could do really through osmosis, which was kind of true, but not entirely true. I had a lot of interest in quantum computing in high school, and I wasn't quite sure. There wasn't like that much of a robust class that was like meant for it, and like there wasn't that much of a curriculum. Now there's also like a club called the Stanford Quantum Computing Association and all of this. But I figured that this would be, if I'm going to spend my time and money doing something at a school, I might as well learn something that I find challenging and rewarding, and something that's very interesting and would broaden my perspective. So that's kind of.
I had featured that club on my LinkedIn. Have you kept in contact with anybody there? It might be a good idea because they probably look up to you pretty much.
No, they shouldn't look up to me. I'm all right. I'm not really that great. So we have actually, I can definitely talk about how we did a talk with them in December through Duality as well. So we kind of did so we did like a crosstalk with Duality, the Stanford students. I was also part of like the entrepreneurship group there called ACES, and so there was like a 3-way like coffee chat / kind of talk where we talked about quantum computing and startups. So yeah, and we also did QC Hack.